cross these roads. These lights are not pedestrian controlled. I'm an experienced driver. I'm having to look to see whether I can gauge where the traffic is. Would a child be able to do this on their own? As you can see, the traffic is coming off from Purton. I'm now crossing the road, double checking that I can actually cross. As I've said, the road layout has changed. At this point here, they'll be tanking along here almost 50 miles an hour, if not more. I'm now going to cross the road. As you can see in the distance, there's now traffic moving. I attempted this crossing earlier on, and I was stood here for 5 minutes trying to cross the road. As you can see, the road is coming here. Can I actually cross as a child? Can an adult cross? Think about it. I've got a buggy. Can I actually cross this road? Can I gauge it? I gauged then it wasn't safe to cross, but would a child done differently? I was about to go then because I saw what I thought was a gap, and it wasn't. And I'm a driver. I'm looking again. Looking both ways in case the traffic suddenly changes. I still can't cross. I still can't cross, and there's no one to help me. The other alternative to Heath House Lane is Stafford Road, going the opposite direction about 400 metres, 800 metres. That road is worse than Heath House Lane. I'm going to cross now while I can. Stafford Lane, that is an unlit road, and there are more potholes there. There have been there probably since the fall of the Roman Empire. Looking the opposite way, that's my alternative. That is down to Keepers Lane. That road is also unlit, and also no footpaths here. Yes, I'm going down Heath House Lane at the moment. This is where normally children would be expected to walk this way. As you can see, there are access issues here. Would a parent with a buggy be able to get down this lane? Would a mobility scooter be able to get down here? Now, if I take the alternative routes, or even the standard route to school, I'm walking as a parent with 2 children around 55 minutes. So I've dropped my child off at high school now, and I'm on the return. But I've still got to deliver a primary school child to school. So I'm now about to turn around and go home. But actually, it's taken me an hour to get to school, and also an hour to walk back. Guess what? It's nearly 10:15. The primary child school has missed nearly 2 hours of schooling, and they are late for registration. I'm going to attempt to cross the road again quickly. Fortunately, there appears to be a gap this time. This is not normal. Now, Staffordshire County Council has been extolling the needs of active travel. As I'm sure you can see, this would certainly be an additional challenge to any child walking this morning. And would any reasonable parent expect a child to walk this way to school? Well, Staffordshire County Council think it is reasonable. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't have the children with me because I am not an unreasonable parent. I feel it is unreasonable to expect a primary school child to have to walk whilst the parent escorts their child to high school. As you can see, this is the traffic coming off Purton, and this is what the children would have to contend with. Now there's an additional housing development due soon, so this traffic is only going to get worse. Bear in mind, this is filmed during the COVID pandemic, so there are a lot of people who are still working at home. Now, during the pandemic, the government promised additional funding for school children. Now, it would be interesting to see what has been allocated to Purton, because Purton has been a pretty much forgotten village. This has been a long-standing social injustice for those that live on Purton. And Purton Action for Safe School Travel have been fighting this for at least 2 years and taken the council to Ombudsman. Please look for Perton Action for Safe School Travel for further videos on YouTube, where you can see additional routes to school, and you can also see some of the challenges they face. Also, search for Perton on change.org, where you'll see our petition for safe school travel. Now, the Staffordshire County Council could have quite easily have avoided this by engaging with its local population and finding out what its travel needs are. And this could have been solved by a network bus. By the way, there is no network bus for the start of school for those that live under 2.8 miles. Also, if you're needing a clinic appointment before 9 o'clock, an elderly person has got to walk this route to school with them. So as you can see, it's not only just about the school kids, it's also about the other residents on Perton. Thank you for listening. I'm now about to stop. Thank you very much for listening.